Welcome to the Inner Princess Fox Hunt Guide to the brand new DLC course 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Set aboard the Nautilus, the idea of this fox hunt is that we are finding Nemo, the captain. So with that one out the way, if you find this video helpful, please do like it, drop me a comment if you've got something to say, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel, it's a big help. Anyway, let's get started with the fox hunt. As ever, we start the fox hunt at hole number 1, and before the very first clue we do come to this rather large map on the right hand side. It probably tells us something about where we were headed. We seem to be between Iceland and France at the moment, but there's also this marker point on or around about the Suez Canal. So who knows what that means. Anyway, here's clue number 1. SOS Homeport. The Nautilus has mysteriously lost all power and precariously straddles a deep sea pit. I must proceed to the helm post haste. So the helm is just straight ahead of us, so we'll make our way over towards the ship's wheel. And now we see down in front of it is the next clue. No one at the wheel. I shall visit Nemo in his quarters then and apprehend his plan for escape. So we need to find Nemo's quarters, and that is almost directly underneath where we were just stood. And if we go to hole 15, we can see his quarters has been a little bit trashed, it's fair to say. Head over towards where the flag is, and we have a little model of the Nautilus in a glass bottle, and you'll see that that is also now broken in two. So just out in front of that is clue number 3. Nemo is not steering nor sleeping, and never would he abandon his ship. Perhaps he is addressing his loyal crew from the head of his table. So to get to the table, we want to make our way over to probably hole number 10 is a good starting point. And there we can see Nemo's picture at the head of the table, but the table is now pretty trashed as well. So if we go to this seat, which is where he would have been sat, we can now see the next clue. Where is our enigmatic captain? Absent at such a dire juncture, I shall gather his writings in an attempt to understand the mystery that is Nemo. Scattered around the Grand Salon, I shall find 4 journals, and we can see we have a 4-piece clue to collect. So the first of these is more or less straight ahead from where we were looking, over there. So cross over this table, and on this footstool in front of the chair is the first one. For journal number 2, we want to head over towards the organ, and on the left hand side, down by this spilt ink, is the next journal. Now, still keeping with the organ, which has a brilliant Easter egg if you've seen the Lost Ball hunt, now sat on top of the organ there is the third one. And for our final journal, we just want to turn over to the right, and you can see it just straight ahead of us there. I am beginning to discern that the ship's captain and crew do not wish to be rescued. Perhaps I can leave myself by way of the topside mini-sub. So if you've enjoyed the mini-sub ride at the start of the easy course, you'll know that it docks at the top of the ship. With that now missing, because it's crashed down there, it's probably best to go over to hole number 1 and make our way up the stairs. So we'll speed this bit up. And then we can see at the top of the stairs by the door where we would normally come in is our next clue. The mini-sub is detached and fallen to the cliffside. I shall check in the diving chamber for a functional pressure suit. And again, we have multiple parts to this clue, so there are 3 suits we need to find. The first thing we need to do, of course, is head to the diving chamber, and that is at hole number 17. And when we get there, we can see one suit ahead, another one down there. So we'll go and collect those 2 first. And once we've got those 2, we need to find the third suit, which is actually directly above us at the moment. If you're happy to fly, you can just go straight up. If you're okay teleporting, you can teleport up there. But if you'd prefer, you can come through that door, and that is found at the end of hole number 14, which brings you out at the top of the dive chamber. And then the suit is on the far side, so you'll need to make your way round. And there is the third of our clues. Sabotage. The suits have been purposefully disabled. The captain and his zealous crew do not wish me to leave. I have one final chance of escape. The bathysphere in the hold. So not far from where we are, we need to now go to hole number 18, where we see the bathysphere feature as the final target of this hole. For this clue, we want to turn left and head down towards the water level, and there is the next journal. It will prove seaworthy, but I need a set of tools for some minor repairs first. In the engine room, I shall find a wrench, a roll of tape, a hacksaw, and a hammer. So a 4-part clue. This time we're looking for 4 different objects. So to collect these, I find it best to start at hole number 6. And the very first one, which is the wrench, is over on the left-hand side attached to this pipe. And now we've got 3 more to find. So turn back from there and head down these steps towards the next hole. And there is a step ladder attached to the wall, and there is the hacksaw. Not far from there, just tucked behind this wall, easy to miss, is the hammer. And now the 4th is the hardest to find. It took me a while to spot this one. We need to make our way along this whole layout, dodge around the pipes as you go, and there are a couple of levers at the end. On the right hand side at the bottom is the roll of tape. One more thing before I leave this godforsaken metal tomb. My own journal documenting Nemo's madness is stowed in the compartment under the stairway where I came aboard. So far we've been looking for Nemo's journals. Now we're looking for the narrator of this fox hunt. So looking for the compartment underneath the stairs, if we go to hole number 4, the stairs are up there, and in this little opening where we saw one of the lost balls, we now see the journals have an A on the front. Now quickly, I must repair to the patched bathysphere before she is completely underwater. So with some haste, we now need to return to hole number 18, where we were a short while ago, to find the final of his journals. So carefully make your way over this broken bridge, and there with the A in front of it is the final journal clue. Huzzah! As the wreck of the Nautilus fades below me into the briny deep, I envision myself back on dry land, playing a quiet game of miniature golf with Captain Nemo's own custom putter. And here is the prize for this fox hunt, the Nautilus themed putter. So we have the squid tentacles, we have a periscope style, and a fishing hook at the end of it as well. Another great theme design. Let's give this one a try. Perhaps on hole number 18, that's quite a fun hole in one. There we go. So the putter seems to work fine, and that absolutely wasn't edited from lots and lots and lots of takes until I got one in. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay informed of any future content, and please do leave a comment down below if you've got something to say. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you out on the course.